Hello and thank you for joining me today. Today I'm sharing with you this altered fairy wand that I created for my June design team project for ReneaBouquets. As you can see, I started with a wood block that I drilled a hole in the center for the wand. And it's just off of the end of a 2x4, so it's nothing special, it was just around the house. Next you'll see me add some plaster paste, and I'm going to rotate the box so it's in all four corners, and then I'll do the plaster paste on the side of the box as well. I guess I should say block and not box. Anyways, I'm just trying to get some texture around the block because I'm going to add some paint later and I just want it to have a little bit of dimension. This is an extremely simple process, an extremely simple project, but it turns out really cute and I hope that you like it. Anyways, now that my plaster paste is dried, I'm going to go ahead and add this tiny little medallion piece. Now, I'm not really sure where this came from. I'm pretty sure it's from an old Prima mold and I just made it out of a piece of air clay, but it was in my stash, and so I grabbed it, glued it on, and it worked. Now you can see that I'm adding some white heavy gesso. I believe I put 2 coats on this, but I think that you only see one because I'm adding gesso and you don't really need to watch me do that twice. Anyhow, so now you're going to see me start finding the roses that I'm going to play with, and these are all from Renea's shop except for a couple tiny daisies, and they were on my desk and I'm not 100% sure where they came from, but the rest of them you'll find in Renea's shop, and they'll be linked below, of course. So I did leave this in here because this is honestly what took me the longest, was trying to plan where I was going to put everything and how heavy I could make the moon and just my random placement. So you can see I'm trying to figure out what roses are going to go on the bottom and what roses are going to be on the top, and I know that I want to decorate the top, but I know that I can't make it too heavy, so I'm just trying to figure that out. So now I am going to go ahead and add on some blue gold, I think it's blue gold, Opal Magic paint, and I really watered this down. It almost became like a mist. I really just wanted a very thin coat. I didn't want too much color on here. I just wanted the shimmer from the Opal Magic. I do both sides of this fairy wand, but you only see me do the front here. Next, you're going to see me go ahead and mark where I'm going to place holes. I use I think it's called a big bite? I don't know. Anyways, so I'm just punching a couple holes in here, and you're going to see me add some wire now. Once I've attached the wire, you'll see that I'm just starting to bead these little crystal beads. And these are just craft beads that, again, I had in my stash. I have no idea where they came from. You can find them anywhere, I'm sure. But I'm just adding a couple little beads through before I loop it through and make the spring, so that the beads stay in place. And I'm keeping this a very loose spring, so it's kind of like an accent piece on the back of the wand. You'll see me attach it, and then that's it. It's a very simple process, but oddly enough, a little bit of wire makes it look kind of maybe steampunkish, gives it a little something. Anyhow, so now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to add this wing to the back of my fairy. Now, originally I just added a little bit of Glossy Accents, but it really wasn't staying exactly where I wanted it, and I wanted it to have a little bit of dimension. I didn't figure it out on camera, but off camera I just folded one wing in half and attached it, and it worked perfectly. Next, I'm going to add some color, and I'm just adding a little bit of Night Shadow, which is one of Finnabar's sparks. So it has a ton of mica in it. It's almost like a two-tone kind of paint, because you get that silver mica powder. Once you add the water, it disperses. So while that was drying, I went ahead and added my roses to the wand itself, and I'm just wrapping these around. And this is where you can kind of see I add a couple daisies that aren't from Renea's shop, but it's that flower right there. But the roses are all from Renea's shop, and they're linked below. And I didn't add anything to these flowers to attach them. This is just the wire that they came on. I guess I could have decorated it up a little bit or added some ribbon, but I thought it looked pretty good the way that it was, and I wanted to keep this very simple. because I didn't want to put too much on the wand, as it is just a piece of chipboard and not something sturdier. Now you can see that I'm continuing to add a little bit of flowers here and there, and then I'm going to tuck in 2 daisies up with that curly rose from Renea's. And I'm just adhering this with some tacky glue. And that's going to be about it for that. I didn't put anything on the back of the wand either. For one, it's going to sit on my shelf and you're not going to see the back of it anyways, but I really wanted to just keep this pretty light. Now you can see that I'm going and I'm adding some glossy accents, and that's going to help secure the roses, and it's also going to give me a place to add some glitter and beads. I am going to add white micro pearls and some diamond shard glitter as well. And there you see me sprinkling that in place. And then I'm going to attach the wand with a little bit of heavy gel in the center. And you can see that I've already placed the princess crown, which comes in a set of 5 from the trinket sets. And those will be linked below as well. And then you'll also see the dragonfly. And that's a peacock feather premium dragonfly. He's gorgeous. I just love him to pieces. And he matches the paint really well, which is why I picked that color. But that's it. After I add a little bit more glitter and beads, that's it. Like I said, quick, easy project. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Plus, we always love to hear your comments. Thank you again, and remember, everything is linked below. And you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.